Welcome to Iraqi Dinar News, where we bring you the latest, most crucial updates as they unfold. Today's report is not a forecast, it's confirmation. After years of tracking reforms, financial milestones, and global coordination, the moment has finally arrived. If you've held onto Iraqi dinar or Vietnamese dong, you're standing at the edge of a life-altering shift. Tomorrow morning, the official exchange rates for both currencies will go live, and everything changes from that point forward. This is no longer a theory or speculation, it's a verified event backed by action across top banking networks. Internal banking systems, including those of institutions like HSBC, JP Morgan Chase, Citibank, and Wells Fargo, have undergone all necessary updates. Exchange systems have passed their simulations, digital verification tools have been activated, and every security protocol has been tested. The revaluation goes live tomorrow at 6:01 a.m. local time in Iraq and Vietnam, GMT +3, precisely timed to align with global trading hours. Within 30 to 60 minutes, the new rates will ripple through SWIFT networks, Bloomberg terminals, and institutional currency feeds around the world. U.S. banks and international redemption centers are already in position. This isn't a preview or soft launch, it's a complete go-live. These transactions will be processed with the highest level of scrutiny and security. Banks have implemented biometric authentication, ultraviolet currency scanning, and real-time transaction verification. Every redemption will be fully tracked and recorded to ensure full compliance with regulatory standards. If you're preparing to exchange, understand that this will not be a walk-in service. Redemption will be conducted strictly by appointment. Each transaction must be validated with documentation, identity verification, and, depending on the size of the exchange, you may even meet with a wealth manager or tax advisor during the process. Financial institutions are preparing for heavy demand, so setting your expectations in advance will help you navigate this event smoothly. This revaluation is unlike anything that came before it. The difference this time is hard evidence. We're talking about completed internal liquidity modeling, finalized back-end systems, and confirmed test runs across major financial hubs. Compliance divisions at several institutions have acknowledged simulation-based rate integrations and redemption readiness. These are not forum rumors. They're the real back-end actions that accompany major global financial events. As of now, internal currency modeling shows the Iraqi dinar positioned at $0.67 USD per 1 IQD, while the Vietnamese dong is registering at $0.04 USD per 1 VND. These figures are based on simulation feeds, liquidity projections, and institutional-level modeling systems, not speculation. While there could be minor real-time fluctuations, these are the baseline rates being programmed into the financial grid globally. If you've been wondering what to do before tomorrow, here's your checklist. First, get your identification ready. This includes a valid government-issued ID such as a driver's license or passport. Next, gather all proof of currency ownership. That may include receipts, acquisition documentation, or bank records showing verified holdings. Third, contact your bank's foreign exchange or wealth management department now and ask if they're participating in the redemption process. If not, request a referral to one that is. Just as important, you'll need to make a decision. Do you want your payout as a lump sum or through a structured release? Structured options may include staggered disbursements, trust allocations, or deferred payments to help manage taxes or provide security over time. Speak to a certified financial planner or estate advisor as soon as possible if you're unclear about your best route. Lastly, manage the moment with discipline. The excitement of the RV should not cloud your judgment. This is a pivotal financial opportunity, not a lottery win. There are strategies and structures that can protect your gains, reduce your taxable exposure, and preserve your wealth over the long haul. Some advisors suggest that with proper planning, it's possible to legally lower tax liability by as much as 30%, depending on how the assets are handled and distributed. It's important to remember that Iraq and Vietnam didn't arrive at this point by chance. These currencies are revaluing not due to hype but because of substantial economic progress. Iraq has stabilized its oil exports, restructured its banking sector, and enacted reforms targeting corruption and monetary mismanagement. Vietnam has emerged as a global hub for manufacturing and foreign investment, drawing capital and trade agreements that have steadily strengthened its financial base. These foundational changes are the reason global financial systems are now aligning behind this revaluation. As the rates activate, you will need to follow very specific redemption procedures. Transactions will be processed by appointment only. No branch will accept unscheduled visits. You'll be required to check in, verify your identity, submit your currency for authentication, and confirm your financial instructions. In some cases, your session may be recorded for legal compliance purposes. This is not a casual event. It is a tightly managed and fully traceable financial operation. Expect the redemption timeline to vary depending on transaction size, volume at the center, and verification procedures. On average, most standard exchanges should complete within 24 to 48 hours. However, if your total exchange value is large, it may be processed in multiple phases or through structured arrangements. Some banks are offering deferred payout schedules or trust-based fund delivery, all designed to maximize both financial protection and legal compliance. Now let's talk safety. The excitement surrounding this moment will unfortunately also attract bad actors. Stay alert. If anyone contacts you claiming to offer a shortcut to faster redemption, or if they promise a special rate in exchange for personal information or upfront payment, disengage immediately. Use only verified channels. Check all emails, phone numbers, and websites to confirm they belong to the actual bank. Never send your currency to anyone claiming to be an intermediary without official credentials. And avoid social media advice or chat groups that may circulate false claims. This is a professional financial transition, not a community forum event. To repeat, $0.67 per IQD and $0.04 per VND are the model rates currently being integrated into institutional systems. While final public rates may adjust slightly based on liquidity at the moment of exchange, these are the foundation values driving back-end coordination. This is no longer a future scenario, it is active and underway. Once your redemption is complete, the decisions you make next will shape your financial legacy. Before spending or investing, take a breath. Meet with a licensed tax advisor or wealth manager. Consider setting up a dedicated account for the proceeds of your exchange to separate it from your daily spending. Ask about FDIC coverage limits and consider spreading your funds across multiple accounts if the amount exceeds insured thresholds. Avoid the temptation to celebrate immediately with large purchases. Emotional spending right after a major windfall often leads to regret. Instead, use this time to build a clear, focused financial strategy. Whether your goal is retirement security, real estate, investment diversification, or generational wealth, your success will depend on thoughtful planning and responsible execution. The decisions made in the next 48 to 72 hours could impact your finances for the next 20 to 30 years. And if your appointment isn't scheduled for day one, don't panic. Early reports indicate a multi-week redemption schedule, starting with high net worth holders and continuing through the general public. Your priority is to stay in the system. Confirm your appointment, gather your documents, and follow every instruction you're given. As long as you're booked and prepared, you will be processed. Stay close to Iraqi Dinar News for more updates as this unfolds. We'll be covering real-time guidance, expert interviews, and trusted resources to help you stay on course. Subscribe and activate notifications now if you haven't already. And remember, this is your moment. What you do now will determine how far it takes you. Be patient, be informed, and walk forward with purpose. This is just the beginning.